Thanks for tuning in to No Wine in No Time. I'm your host Dave, and today I'm coming to you from one of the highest points in Castelfranchi, Campania, Italy. And we're in the vineyard of Giannino Valente. And in this vineyard, Aglianico is the king grape. Now, I brought you to this vineyard to talk about the harvest. It's now October 10th, 2024, and we're getting to harvest one of these late ripening grapes, Aglianico. So how do we gauge when Aglianico is ripe? Well, what's interesting, speaking with Giannino, he actually judges it by hand. He takes one of the berries from the grapes, crushes it in his fingers, and he feels the sticky sweetness in that grape. And with that sticky sweetness, he can gauge how ripe those are. What an incredible old world way. We think about refractometers and how people look at the sugar content of grapes. This is done the way it's been done for thousands of years. So you also might think, these are grapes in a vineyard. How do they compare to table grapes that I have in my local grocery store? Well, let's go ahead and give one a taste and see exactly how they present themselves. So as we eat one of these Aglianico grapes at their peak of ripeness, the first thing that we notice is these grapes have seeds. When we think of some of the grapes that are used for table grapes, they're bred to be seedless. These grapes have seeds, and those add tannins to the process of making wine. The next thing you feel is an incredible sweetness in the grapes itself. But unlike table grapes, these grapes have incredible balanced acidity, which really sets the table for making an exceptional wine. If you tuned into my video, What Makes a Great Wine Grape, we understand that a great wine starts here in the vineyard with exceptional grapes. When we look at Giannino's grapes, you might notice everything around me, there's a lot of weeds. Hold on, I have a seed in my mouth. And that's because these grapes and these vineyards are all done by organic processes. We don't add any chemical fertilizers, no fungicides, pesticides, or herbicides, and we allow these cover crops to help keep the moisture in the ground. And speaking of the ground, let's talk about this soil. In these vineyards, we have a soil type called tuffo. And tuffo is that volcanic soil that has been coming from Mount Vesuvius for thousands of years. And grapes like Aglianico love that type of soil. So, what's next for these grapes? Well, on Saturday, we're actually coming back to these vineyards, and we're going to pick these grapes all by hand. The reason why we pick the grapes by hand is we can pass over this bunch because it's not ready yet, pick this bunch because it's at its peak of ripeness, and come back through and do it all again. So every grape is at the highest quality it could possibly be. And remember, what makes a great wine? It's absolutely great grapes. And Giannino Valente's grapes, done the right way through organic processes and picked at their absolute peak of ripeness. So we're going to come back, and I ask that you come back and view our next videos from Campania, because soon you'll know wine in no time.